In this video, I'm going to show you how you can start running ads on Instagram. So I'm going to show you from start to finish how you can set up your own Instagram ad and how you can then start running them on your Instagram stories, Instagram feed, and other options as well. We're not going to be doing this by using the blue promote button on Instagram, but we're going to be doing this in the Facebook Ads Manager. So that's already one mistake that a lot of people make. I'll explain why later on in the video, but for now, let's just get started and let's just show you how you can set up your own Instagram ad. Alright, so like I just said, we're going to be using the Facebook Business Ad Manager. So in case you don't know, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so this is where we're going to buy our ads and set up our Instagram ad campaigns. We're not going to use the blue promote button on Instagram simply because there are less options available, so we cannot target as narrow, which might hurt our conversions. So like I said, you want to make sure to go into the Facebook Ads Manager. If you don't have an account yet, make sure you go ahead and sign up. You can do that for free and then sign into your account. So this is the Ads Manager, this is what it looks like, and this is where we can start running our ads on Instagram. So for that, what you want to do is sign in, of course, and then click on the green create button in the top left corner. Now that will send you over to this page where, as you can see right there, you can create a new campaign. So first of all, we need to choose our objective. So there are two options. So we can go with brand awareness and we can go with reach. So for brand awareness, you can increase the awareness of your brand by reaching people who are more likely to be interested in it. So they're going to show your ad to people who are likely or more likely to be interested in your brand or in your ad. But if you choose reach, they're simply going to show it to the maximum number of people. So if you target, let's say, something completely random, people who are interested in iPhones or MacBook Pros, they're pretty much going to show every single person that might be interested in MacBook Pros. But with brand awareness, they're only gonna choose the people who are likely, or the people who are more likely to be interested in your ad. So what I recommend doing, if you don't know what's the best option for you, is simply running two campaigns. So choose one with brand awareness. What you then need to do is set up the campaigns for both of these options, make sure they're exactly the same, then analyze the results, and the one with the best results is of course going to be the best one for you. But for this video, we'll just go with brand awareness, okay? So I'm going to click on that one. We can then scroll down and we can then give this campaign a name. We can also do that later on. I'll just leave it like this for now. We can set up A/B testing. I'll also make a video on that if it's out already. I'll link it on the screen right now. You can then create a spending limit as well. So for example, if you want to spend a maximum of $1,000, you then pretty much type in 1K and that will then be your campaign limit. We're not going to do that for now, so I'm just going to click right there and I'm going to click on set up ad account. So if you're new to Facebook, like I said, you need to set up your account. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So you can click on continue right there and there we go. That's it. It's pretty basic. It's just one click. Alright, so this is where it gets interesting. So this is the ad set. This is where we're going to target people. So if you're going to run ads on Instagram, you can actually target people, meaning that if you have an ad about a MacBook Pro, you can make sure that people who are interested in MacBook Pros actually see it instead of people who might want to use a completely different device or laptop, right? So this is what makes Instagram ads and Facebook ads in general so powerful, because you can target people. So what you can do is create a new audience. So if you already have an audience, you can use that one if it's still targeted at your products, of course, but we're going to set up a completely new audience. Alright, so we can start off by choosing the location. So as of right now, this is on the Netherlands because I'm in the Netherlands right now. But if you click on edit, we can find any location. For example, if I want to target people in New York, I simply type in New York and I then select that. There we go. So I'm going to remove the Netherlands and I'm going to target people in New York. So I can also drop a pin. I can browse this. I can also set a range of miles, but we're just going to leave it at New York for now. If I then scroll down even further, we can also choose the age of people we want to target. So let's say that you want to target people between 20 or maybe 18. 18 is fine. Between 18 and let's say 40. You then choose 40. So it kind of depends on what kind of audience you want to target, but it's all possible inside the ad manager. So pretty much choose the ages and then you're ready to go. You can also choose genders. So maybe I only want to target men or only want to target women. You then choose that option. So as of right now with women, we can reach about 2.8k people, with men 3.1k, and all around 2.9k on average. We can then go into the detailed targeting, and by the way, I'll just leave it at all for now, but like I said, if you only want to target men or women, you simply choose that option that fits your campaign. So right now we're going to get into the good stuff, detailed targeting. So define your audience by including or excluding demographics, interests, and behaviors. So this is where we can really target our audience. So I'm going to click on edit, and this is where we can set it up. So for example, let's say I have an ad that's based around the Samsung phones. All right, so this is an old phone of mine, a Samsung Galaxy S8. So let's say I want to sell chargers or headphones for this specific phone. So what we can do here is we can type in Samsung S8 and Facebook will then show me all of these options. So you can see that I can target people who own the Samsung Galaxy S8, and you can see that that's extremely powerful. So the size of this is about 10 million, as you can see right there. So we can also go with these other ones. If you then take a look at the right side, you'll see the potential size. So if I go with Samsung Galaxy S8, I can now target people that have this phone. So people that have this phone. Just think about how powerful that is. Alright, so what we can then also do is even narrow down the audience or exclude people. So let's say that once again, I want to target people who have this phone, but then I also want to target people who also have, let's say, a Samsung TV, because they're probably a fan of Samsung. You then type in Samsung TV and they will give you all of these options. So let's say I want to target people who own a Samsung Galaxy S8 and then they also have a Samsung TV, or who are at least interested in a Samsung TV. You then click right there and it will narrow down the potential audience. Alright, so as of right now, it's fewer than 1,000 people. So you can narrow it down by first choosing one behavior. You can then narrow it down even further by having another interest or behavior option. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm targeting people in New York who are between 18 and 40 years old. Doesn't matter if they're men or women. They own a Samsung Galaxy S8 and they also have to be interested in a Samsung TV. So this is very narrowed down, very targeted, and that's why this is extremely powerful. Alright, so once you've got all of this set up, you can also choose a language. So I'm just going to go with English for now, of course, and then I'm going to click save this audience and then save. Alright, so what we've just done is we've narrowed it and targeted our potential audience. So this is where it gets interesting and where you need to focus, alright? So you can go with automatic placements or with manual placements, but we're here to run Instagram ads. So we want to click on manual placements, because if we go with automatic, Facebook is going to show it wherever they want. But click on manual placements, scroll down, and you'll then see all the platforms. So if you just go with automatic, they will show it on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and even audience networks as well. What we want to do is unpick Facebook and unpick Messenger and only leave Instagram. If we then scroll down even further, we can choose to have our ads on the Instagram feed, Instagram Explore page, Instagram Stories, and let's see, that's it. Right, so we have 3 different options. We can run ads on Instagram feed, Instagram Stories, and even the Instagram Explore page. So I'll leave that up to you guys. It really depends on what kind of ad you want to run. If you only want to run Instagram story ads, you then do that. For now, we'll go with feed, and we'll also go with Explore, because we simply want to run ads on Instagram. Alright, so that's how you can do that. So you want to make sure to have that set up the right way so that you'll actually run ads on Instagram instead of everywhere. Alright, and also one thing to mention that's quite important is the sizes. So for Instagram feed, they recommend a square, so 1x1 images and vertical 4x5 videos. For Instagram Explore, that's the same, but then Instagram Stories is actually different because that's vertical, right? So they recommend full screen vertical 9x16 images or videos so that it fits the full screen. So you want to make sure to pay attention while creating your ad. Now that we've got that set up, we can go down even further to the budget and schedule. So this is where you can set your budget. Let's say that I want to run a daily budget or lifetime budget. You then choose the option that fits for you. So if you go with a daily budget, let's say we want to spend 50 euros max per day, you can then do that. Or if you have a lifetime budget, that might be 350 euros, you can then enter that. But we'll go with a daily one for now, and then we'll go with 50 euros. You can then also choose the date. So you can set a start and end date. So let's say that you want to start running your campaign on the 12th of October in 2020. You then choose that. You can even choose the exact time. We'll just leave it. And you want to end the campaign on the 12th of November. So you want to run this campaign for a full month. You can then do that. You'll then see how much it will cost you. So your ads will run for 31 days and you'll spend no more than 1,552 euros. And that's because I set my daily budget on 50 euros, all right? So it's not guaranteed that they're gonna spend this entire amount. They're not gonna charge you the entire amount. It's not guaranteed. It can happen if they decide to push it and it will reach the expected impressions, then they will charge you that. All right, so that's that, all right? So now we've got all of this set up and we can click on continue. So we've got our ad set up, so the audience, placements, budget, and schedule. And this is where we can set up our actual ad, so the actual photo or video copies. You can create a new ad, or you can also use an existing post. So if you want to promote an Instagram post that's already on your account, you can choose existing post. You want to make sure to link your Instagram account to your ads manager. If you want to do that, you can click on enter post ID, and this is where you would then enter your post ID. It will then appear right here and you can then start running ads for that specific post. If you then scroll down, this is where we can set up our ad. So this really depends on what kind of ad you've created or what kind of ad you want to create or run. So for this video, we're just going to be using one example, but you can also change that yourself. So you can go with 2 or more scrollable images or videos, or 1 image or video, or even a slideshow with multiple videos. So for now, I'll just go with a slide image or video. So I'm going to go with this option. Like I said, you can also go with this one, but that's totally up to you and what kind of campaign you want to run. Alright, if we then scroll down, this is where we can choose our media. So you can see this is a very, very old picture of a very, very old Facebook page of mine, but this is where you can edit the video. So click change image and then upload it. If you click upload, you can upload your ad copy. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna run a random ad, like I'm just gonna choose a random picture. So we'll go with this one. So let's just pretend, let's assume that that's our ad. You then simply wanna click on that. It's then gonna upload and you should be ready to go. So click on next. You can then choose where and how you want to run that. So if you want to run it as vertical, it will look like this. As a square, it will look like this. You can then crop this and change this. So for example, it might be default like this, but you can then scroll down and then have it like this, all right? Click done, and there we go. So we've just created our ad, we've just uploaded our ad, and we should be ready to go. So you can add placement if you want to. So Instagram feed, stories. So that's what we've just done. We've just selected that. You can then edit that specific ad for the specific targeted ad spot as well. So this is what it will look like on your Instagram feed. If you want to preview Instagram story, you click right there, click stories. You can then even edit that as well. So this is a glitch because it's probably not the correct size. Like I said, I just chose a random ad copy. You want to make sure that it's correct, of course. Now, if you then scroll down, you'll see text and links. So this is the primary text on your ad. So you can set up the text and links for your ad. So if you want to have a swipe up ad, you of course want to add a website URL. So this is where you can then add that. So scroll down and this is where you can add a website URL. So let's say that I want to send people over to my YouTube channel in the ad that I'm running. I then go over to my channel, I copy the copy the URL, then paste it in here. Let's see, there we go. And that would then be our link. So if people would swipe up on the Instagram story, for example, they would go over to my channel where they can then subscribe. If you want to sell products, you pretty much add the product page, right? It's that simple. So in this case, this is the feed ad, so they can click here, learn more, and I will send them over to my channel. So you can add a display link, but you can see where this is going. Just add the link, add the website URL, wherever you want to send them, right? You can add options over here as well. And this is where I would set that up. So you can do learn more. You can listen now, apply now, book now, contact us, download. So it really depends on what the call to action should be. If you want to get people to subscribe, you click subscribe. If you want them to shop, you click right there. If you want them to listen, you click listen now. Like I said, it depends on what kind of ad you want to create and what kind of ad you want to run. So that's kind of hard for me for this tutorial, because I do not know what kind of ad you want to run. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how you can do it, where you can do it, but you really want to make sure to pay attention to yourself as well, because it really all depends on what kind of ad you want to run. Alright, so now that we've got that set up, you also have the option to add your own translations or automatically translate your ad to reach more people in more languages. I do not recommend doing that. I'm not going to do that for now. So I'm going to scroll down. You can also add your Facebook pixel. So this is really important as well. In case you don't know what a pixel is, it pretty much like saves the data of the people that enter your website. For example, if you're selling on Shopify and people enter that page, you can then save their information by using a Facebook pixel, so you can retarget them. So they might not buy instantly, but if you still have their data, if you can still retarget them, they might buy the second time or the third time they see the ad. So this is really important. I highly recommend setting this up, and make sure you link this to your Facebook ad manager so that you can always have this data. So you can add the pixel code to your website and an instant experience to report conversions, see activity, and build audience for ad targeting. So like I said, with the Facebook pixel, you can build audiences. If you want to find out more information about the Facebook pixel, I highly recommend going to YouTube, going to Google, and simply finding out, searching for what is a Facebook pixel and how does it work, so that you'll get more information. And that's it. So you can see that we set up our campaign, we've chosen our special ad category, our objective, we've created a new ad account, we set up our audience, placement, budget and schedule, we've then created our ad, and right now we're ready to go. So if you want to set up and start running the ad, you're going to click on confirm over here. It's then going to go into review. Once it gets approved, they will start running your ad. So I've chosen the 12th of October, so that would be in a week from now. I would then start running these Instagram ads in a week from now, and that's when they should start appearing on Instagram. Alright, and that's it for this Instagram ad tutorial. I would appreciate it a lot if you can leave a like on this video. That would help me out so much in the YouTube algorithm. I'm not going to try and sell you anything here, so all I'm going to ask for is a like. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, with all of that being said, good luck with running your Instagram ad. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and then I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.